The quest for polar science advances as the U.S. Coast Guard unveils the newest icebreaker in its fleet. The newest member of the Coast Guard icebreaker fleet was commissioned in 1999. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Healy is the largest non-nuclear icebreaker ever built. Constructed by Avondale Industries Incorporated in New Orleans, the 420-foot, 16,000-ton Healy boasts engines capable of producing 30,000 horsepower. Though less powerful than her peers in the polar class, the Healy has been designed to do far more with fewer resources. Sophisticated computer control systems mean, if necessary, the entire ship can be sailed by as few as 4 people. 2 on the bridge attending to navigation, and 2 in the engine control center, monitoring and maintaining the enormous power plant and drive systems. But a much larger crew is needed for polar missions. The Healy can accommodate 75 sailors and 50 science specialists. From barbershop to onboard medical center, the Healy must provide for every need during the long months at sea. The Healy also houses some very special passengers. 2 Dolphin H-65 helicopters can be hangared on the mid-deck and used for reconnaissance and transportation. In addition to the onboard equipment, the Healy has other attributes that make her remarkable.
The Healy has a much more squared-off hull form than the polar class. Icebreakers in general have a reputation for rolling very badly in a seaway because of the football shape of the hull. Healy, on the other hand, has proven to be a very nice seaboat and rides very well in a seaway.
The Healy is at home in the water, as was her namesake. Captain Michael Healy gained notoriety as the hard-working, hard-drinking captain of the U.S. revenue cutter Bear during the early years of the Bering Sea Patrol.
Captain Healy was a very capable seaman, very renowned for his knowledge of the ice and ice handling, but a very tough disciplinarian. Captain Healy's nickname was Hell Roaring Mike. He was certainly not a shy or shrinking person, but probably the most experienced revenue cutter captain.
As if to proclaim her wild heritage, during her launching ceremony, the Healy dropped into the water and raised a 30-foot wave, which washed over spectators and dignitaries in the grandstand. Like the captain she was named after, she seemed a little too eager to leave the comforts of the warm southern waters and head for the frozen polar north. Her first encounter with ice was during an 8-month trial period in the waters between Canada and Greenland. The Healy's performance pleasantly surprised the captain and crew.
During the ice trials, we wanted to test the ship, first of all, in level ice. And we did that in several thicknesses, and we found that while the design criteria specified that the ship must break at least 4.5 feet of ice continuously at 3 knots, we found that we were able to break 5.5 feet at just under 3 knots. So we felt that the ship really not only met the design criteria, but exceeded them as well.
The level ice test was a resounding success, but it was important to see how well the new ship would handle the tough polar pressure ridges, which most icebreaker crews do their best to avoid.
Well, I think we broke a pressure ridge during the test that was approximately 28 feet high, but it was considerably thicker than that down below the waterline where you can't see it.
The Healy's incredible strength is tempered by her sophisticated scientific capabilities.
Well, Healy is very well suited for a wide range of science disciplines. We have lots of over-the-side capability where we can take samples from the ocean bottom, we can take samples from the water column. We also have a number of electronic and acoustic systems. We have a bottom mapping sonar where we can actually map the topography of the ocean bottom. We also have things like a bow tower, so we can do meteorological research, atmospheric research, pretty much anything in biology, geology, oceanography, all of those things are capabilities of the vessel.
In years past, captains used to look out at the ice in front of their ship and see a barrier that could not be crossed. Today, they see a door to discovery, to which the icebreaker is the key. The future of these magnificent ships will involve a complicated marriage between shipbuilders and polar scientists, making icebreakers not only the toughest ships on the water, but also some of the smartest.